Hello everyone and welcome to Big Little Trees. My name is Joachim Johansson and today I will be working on this jade, giving it its initial styling on its journey to become a bonsai. So let's get started, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my content. So I will begin with just taking it out of the pot and see if we can reveal some more of the trunk. I will get my chopstick and start removing some dead leaves over here and some soil. Actually, I will come in with the scissors and remove all of the lower leaves or pads or whatever you call these to be able to access the soil easier. This one has actually started to grow roots while still on the tree, so I will save this and maybe use it to get another plant later. I will start digging with my chopstick and see what I can find. So I'm keeping this as an indoors bonsai. I know some people say that all bonsai thrive the best outdoors if the climate allows for it. And while I most certainly believe that that's probably true, I like bonsai very much and I'd like to enjoy it both inside and outside. So some plants I'm willing to make the sacrifice of maybe it's growing a bit less and being a bit less vigorous if I can just have some inside as well. Yeah, so if something makes you happy and you enjoy it, it doesn't matter. So it actually got quite a thick trunk here. I didn't expect that. So I think I'm closing into the root base. Got kind of a thick root coming up to the side here. I think I'm gonna cut this shoot off. I don't see any use of it that far down, so there we go. I do think this might be the root base. I don't think we're getting any further down, maybe a little bit on this side. Okay, so now when I got the root base exposed, I think I can start making some decisions about what to do with the rest of the tree. But to see a little bit more of the structure, I will remove some more leaves to begin with. Inwards growing ones, I don't want any anyway. Okay, so now we can see a bit more clearly what's happening here. So we got this kind of dual trunk situation. The one coming up to the left is kind of straight and don't taper very much. It branches out a little bit. Here we got a division, and then on the top here we got two branches. Looking at the other trunk line, it starts off dividing into two here, and then this left one kind of branches out into one branch here and then one branch here. Then it goes up and divides into two here. And I like this. It's kind of, the branches are well placed. They're not too close to each other and they're not like directly above each other, so they go in different directions. They're kind of evenly spaced. And I do feel like do feel like this is the most interesting part of the tree right now, and this kind of obstructs all of that, because if you view this from this side, it's not that interesting because you don't see the branch structure and all of that. But if you view it from this side, you can kind of see the structure here a bit more. So I think this is in the way. So I am going to remove this part. Here we go. There, it's off. This will be planted as a cutting and form its own little tree. I will try to clean this up a bit. There's actually a root, thick root that we mentioned earlier, so I will remove that here as well. So that looks fairly flush to me. So let's take a look at the rest of the tree. So I like kind of this as a front, although with this as a front we get this branch crossing this branch, this back branch. So in that case, maybe I would like to prune this about here to get the new growth coming up to the side here. But firstly, I want to hard prune this second trunk back. And I think I do want the next branches from this trunk to come out left and right. So kind of this, this and this direction. So I will prune it at a place where I got nodes facing that direction, which is about here. Actually, kind of feels very long and straight. Yeah, I'll take it back even further, and I hope that I don't need any leaves for this to not die back. Otherwise, I will have learned. There we go. For this first branch here, as I said, I will prune it back to here. And then this second branch I will also prune back to here. So with some luck, I will get growth from the back of this, growing outwards here, towards the back. And this one can continue towards the front, and they will not interfere as much, and I will get something towards the back as well. I'm also going to cut this whole top off here. So this is the initial structure of my future Jade Bonsai tree. So since I cut a lot of this tree, I'm not sure if I dare to bare root it and disturb the roots any more than I already have. So I'm thinking of doing that maybe in spring instead, if the tree recovers well enough. So what I'll do is that I'll just rake out some roots here in the bottom to make it a bit more flat. Then cut this excessive amount of root off. Also cut away roots sticking up from the ground. Okay, I will go away quickly and find a suitable temporary pot for this. And I did find this nice small terracotta pot, which for now will do well for this little jade. So I will get out some drainage screen, put it in the bottom, some soil, a mix of 50-50 of pine bark and pumice, sifted to no less than 2 and no more than 6 millimeter particle size. So when inspecting the tree from its intended front more closely, I have decided that I do not think this back branch here is in a very good spot. It interferes too much with the front branch. So I would have to either remove this or this. And since I think I like the way this one goes to the left side, this main leader goes to the back, and this goes slightly to the right, to the front. I think that's a kind of nice balance, while this doesn't contribute as much to the shape of the tree. So I will get rid of that one as well. And here we go. Cleaning it up a bit. Okay, so this is the finished result of my first pruning of my indoors Jade Bonsai. So let's take it outside for a watering. Okay, so next let's prepare all of these cuttings that I got off of the main tree. So it's kind of hard to imagine now that all of this was on here. Okay, so here is all the little jade cuttings. One very large one and then a couple of small ones. Maybe I can even make a forest one day. So I will get those potted up. Okay, so that's it for today. We have hard pruned this jade and we got a lot of cuttings. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget that like and subscribe thing we talked about earlier. Bye! Now we can go out.